Today on Studio G, a local Las Vegas band got the opportunity of a lifetime at the Winter Olympics.
Reporter Monica Cran takes us to a new part of town.
And Nicole Reynolds uncovers a hidden gem for students looking for a lunchtime getaway. All this and more, Studio G starts right now.
Welcome to Studio G. I'm Fabiola Marzano.
And I'm Elena Ledbetter. A fight at an automotive repair business sparked gunshots that killed one and injured two others. The shooting happened near West Sahara Avenue and Martin Luther King Boulevard just before 6 p.m. Sunday. Police have yet to confirm who fired the shots, but did say that they have all potential suspects in custody.
Director of Caddyshack and film star of Ghostbusters, Harold Ramis was pronounced dead this morning from a 4-year battle of a rare autoimmune disease at the age of 69. He was surrounded by his family when he died.
Vaccinations used to be given to children with only some questions asked, but now parents are becoming weary about vaccinating their children, particularly when a vaccine such as the chickenpox is not holding up for everyone. Reporter Christina Davies has the details.
Some of you may remember that itching and burning sensation from chickenpox. In 1995, a chickenpox vaccine became available and children no longer had to put those oven mitts and calamine lotion on. However, some children were not immune after receiving this vaccine.
Now that we have the chickenpox vaccine, we see less chickenpox. The biggest concern and the biggest risk factor probably reported is my kid, it didn't work, my kid isn't immune. That's why they came up with the booster.
In 2006, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention recommended 2 dosages of this vaccine, making it 98% effective. Andrea Meadows, mother of 3, believes the benefits of this vaccine outweigh the risks.
It's super contagious. I have 3 kids, and if I could prevent them having to endure, almost 2 weeks of a chickenpox rash, I would love to do that for them.
But if her kids happen to get the chickenpox, she's not afraid because their bodies will have some level of immunity.
Hopefully it would just be a much more mild case, not as bad as it was for me or my siblings or my friends.
Doctors recommend the chickenpox vaccine because people who have had the chickenpox are at risk for shingles. However, people who have received the chickenpox vaccine may or may not be at risk for shingles.
Now we're saying get the vaccine so hopefully you don't get shingles later. The only thing is would like to prove that, would like to see. The kids have only gotten vaccinated in the last 15 years, so they aren't old enough to get shingles yet. So we'd like to see if we start to see no shingles whatsoever because we're vaccinating.
If you have received only 1 chickenpox vaccine and are unsure if you or your children are immune, there is a blood test you can take. For Studio G, I'm Christina Davies.
For more information on the chickenpox vaccine, you can visit cdc.gov.
A band has represented Las Vegas proudly at the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. Reporter Troy Foskey got the opportunity to sit down with these rising superstars.
Las Vegas is young within its rock music scene, and this band is the next to break out. We are ready to play.
Alternative, electro, shoegaze, rock. It's kind of dirty too. We throw dirty in there sometimes. Yeah. It sort of gets sludgy, and we try to take those electronic elements that we like in those songs, put them all together into a pop song, and then when we play live, sort of on top of all that stuff, that's where we bring in the rock. So we just try to sort of fuse all the best parts, the parts that we like the most out of all those things together. And I think that's sort of what creates our sound.
Having your song selected for the Winter Olympics, not a bad start for an uprising band.
They found out about it when it was still in demo phase. So, what I was saying in a bunch of other interviews was that we kind of had to fast track it to get it done. and it's an honor, and it's like the Olympics. You know, it's such a good brand to align yourself with.
Michelle Ashley shares why music is ultimately what she wanted to do.
If music is really what you want to do, go with it, because I was so unhappy doing other things, and it finally took me a while to figure out that this is what I want to do, and put everything that you have into it, like lessons, finding people who are willing to make that sacrifice.
For Studio G, I'm Troy Fosgate.
Thanks, Troy. Great band, and we hope to see more of them in the future.
After the break, Crystal Muguerza gives us our 7-day weather forecast.
Stay with us.
Everywhere I see her chasing me, creeper, sneaking up next to me. The only thing she wants is the rest of me, hiding in the shadows, looking through my car. She's hanging with my friends just to be involved. She's a creeper, keep her away from me.
You! Hello, I'm being stalked.
Where is the moment we need it the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone away, and I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall into pieces every time, and I don't need no carrying on. 'Cause you had a bad day away from me. Everywhere I see her chasing me, creeper, sneaking up next to me. The only thing she wants is the rest of me, hiding in the shadows, looking through my car. She's hanging with my friends just to be involved. She's a creeper, keep her away from me.
You! Hello, I'm being stalked.
Where is the moment we need it the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone away, and I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall into pieces every time, and I don't need no carrying on. 'Cause you had a bad day.
You might have heard of sexting, but a UNLV alum has taken sexual relationships to another level, and I had the chance to talk to him about his scandalous app invention.
Dr. Isabel, he inspired me my last semester.
With more than 3,000 users, Andrew Hassan has people hooked on their phones. It all started when his homework assignment was turned into a business of pleasure. Now students are downloading the app and drawing things that can be seen as taboo.
This is a great icebreaker. It gets the party going, it makes the ladies feel comfortable, and it's just a fun way to get some kinky stuff going on.
Anyone can really enjoy it, and when you're bored, you can just doodle something, send it to someone.
It's a good visual game. It lets the ladies see what we're talking about, and we don't actually have to express it through words.
Adult Draw is a free application available in Google Play and Apple Store. Users who download the game are donating money to 3 charities: American Cancer Society, Magic Johnson Foundation, and Virgin Money Given.
I just wanted everyone to have fun and give back. That's all I wanted.
If you're interested to play this game with your partner, visit their website at adultdraw.com.
Downtown Las Vegas has seen an uprise in activity these last couple of years, and this past weekend was no exception. Reporter Valerie Mercenier got an inside look at one of the year's most highly anticipated marathons.
Las Vegas is a tourist and party destination, but what about the over 500,000 people that call Las Vegas home? In the city that never sleeps, it may be difficult for residents to feel a sense of community, but marathons are gaining popularity among locals because they give people a chance to exercise with friends and family members.
Great. We're celebrating my birthday today, so we thought what better way to start the day with the color runs.
The Color Run celebrated its 3rd anniversary in Las Vegas over the weekend in downtown Las Vegas. It is a 5-kilometer race in which runners are doused in different colors at every kilometer. Runners have few words to express their experience. There were great vibes all around during the marathon that welcomes beginning and experienced runners.
This is my first marathon. I've never ran a marathon before, and this was a lot of fun. Gotta try it, there's no pressure. You can walk, you can run, you can scoot.
It's for everybody.
The for-profit event partners with the nonprofit organization The Global Poverty Project and works with local organizations such as 3 Square. For those of you who like exercising with a little twist, the Color Run may be for you. For Studio G, I'm Valerie Mercenier.
Thanks, Valerie. If you're interested in running for another great cause, the Hit and 5K Run is this weekend.
The weather is warming up, and instead of staying indoors, people are outside and many are at Red Rock enjoying the wildlife. Reporter Crystal Murguerza tells us more.
It's a beautiful day for families, friends, and even furry little friends to hike around Red Rock Canyon. Some enjoy admiring the view from afar, while others enjoy being part of it. Rock climbers Nick Napoli and Billy Shen have been climbing for years, but they know a thing or two when it comes to hiking safety.
Bring lots of water, stay on the trail. It's all reasonable stuff, you know?
Yeah, if you go on a long hike here, actually, it's easy to get lost if you go towards the back.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
It's easy. So if you unless you know what you're doing, try stay on the trails.
There are 19 different trails at Red Rock, each with different distances and levels of difficulty. So it's important to research and prepare yourself so you know what to expect when you arrive.
Water, cell phone, food, clothing. Could be, if you're out here after dark, like we know a lot of people who end up out here after dark. In fact, some of our friends are up on one of these mountains right now, and you know, you need headlamps, you need a jacket, because you could get stuck out here at night.
Before you go out on your hike and explore the 200,000 acres of Red Rock Canyon, don't forget to pass by the visitor center to fill up your bottle of water.
For new hikers, the biggest problem is actually lack of water. They don't anticipate how much water they're going to need when they go hiking, and we do not have any drinkable water anywhere off of our trails. The visitor center is the closest place you can get water to the trails.
So next time you go hiking, don't forget to bring and drink lots of water. For Studio G, I'm Crystal Murguerza.
If you plan on going hiking, remember to let your friends or family know where you're going and what time you expect to be back. Volunteers along with rangers monitor and patrol the scenic drive. And now we will be turning over to Crystal with our 7-day forecast.
Thanks, Fabi. The weather at Red Rock was excellent this weekend, and I'm happy to say the weather is just as great today. Right now we're sitting at 69 degrees, so it's a bright and sunny afternoon here in the Las Vegas Valley. We're a few degrees above our average high, and our low right now is at 49 degrees, which is relatively close to the temperature that we have right now. We have a 50 in Bryce Canyon, 57 in Flagstaff, and 57 in Elko. Let's take a look at our satellite radar. As you can see, there's some disturbances here on over the Pacific, so we are actually anticipating 2 storms to be forming over the Pacific and making its way over the West Coast to drench that area, which is great news for some of those regions that are very parched. But if we take a look on the other side, we can expect some snowstorms here in the Midwest and in the Northeast. Tomorrow's forecast, very gloomy, pretty cloudy. 74 here in Mobile, 55 in Little Rock, and on the other side we have 65 in Los Angeles. For this extended week forecast, if you plan on going to the park, you should do it today because honestly, the weather is just going to get a little bit gloomier and cloudier as we go on with this week. The temperatures are going to drop. We have a 68 on Thursday, a 64 on Saturday. So make those plans outside for today. Well, that's all the weather I have for you today. We'll be right back after this short break.
I'd like to thank the members of the UNLV community that have started something.
I became a big sister to make an impact in a child's life.
I became a big brother to get involved in my community.
4 hours a month, you can make a big difference in the life of a child.
I became a big sister because I wanted to start something.
Contact Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Nevada and start something today.
I have to make split-second decisions as a top fuel driver. Hi, I'm Brandon Bernstein, driver for Kenny Bernstein's 2010 Copart Lucas Oil Top Fuel Dragster. To make it in the NHRA, I've had to work hard, stay focused, and make smart decisions along the way. To reach your goals, you need to think straight, stay on track, and give your very best effort in everything you do. Make the right choices today and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
The inability to breathe, snot pouring out of your nose, it's a real hairy business. As a firefighter, I'm a student of the weather, and I've noticed that there's a change that's occurred in the last several years. We're having many more large and damaging fires. Sometimes thousands of fires will occur. If the climate changes and we don't have the water we need, California could dry up and blow away.
My name is James Grant.
King Louie here.
This is Jennifer.
Crystal May McGuerza.
I'm Savannah.
Zoe here.
This is your boy Miles Lowe.
Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype. And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Combox Radio.
Join us for happy hour.
The Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
KUNV. KUNV.
KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on Rebcast.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We have a lot of different events and activities happening here on campus at UNLV, and a lot of them are put on by Greek Life. So today, for our first interview of the season, we have Carrie Nguyen here with us, president of ATO,
Correct.
Alpha Tau Omega.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Sure did.
Awesome. So you guys have an event coming on soon. First of all, I want to thank you. You came here on such short notice. Race from the rec center got over here. And the events actually that you're having coming up is actually right by the rec center.
Right. We're going to be in the SRWC field. It's our inaugural tank races, excuse me. Basically, it's a 3-part event where we're raising money and awareness for the USO, and it's just a place to kind of get the UNLV campus involved and different things, because typically Greek events are advertised to Greek organizations, and there are hundreds of student organizations on campus, including the RHA and different student clubs that we want to involve and bring it to the same place.
Absolutely. Why'd you guys choose the USO? It's a great organization, we all know that, but what made you choose that particular one?
We chose the USO just because of their commitment to our men and women that are in the service. Right now we have our location at the McCarran Airport, where wherever a vet is traveling to and from, whether they're being deployed or going back to whatever base they're based out of, they can go there and be treated the way that they should be treated. A little bit of specialty. They get goodie bags and just a sense of normalcy before they go off on their 2-year tour or whatever the case may be. So we have a lot of military families represented in our organization, and we definitely just want to bring awareness to them and the vets that go to school here on this campus to shine light on their commitment for us to be free.
Yeah, absolutely. Such a huge commitment. Now, tell us about the event itself. You were telling me a little bit about it before the show, and there is so much going on with this. It sounds like a lot of fun, so tell us what we have going on.
Well, we're taking a new approach to what it means to have a philanthropy. So, of course, we want to involve other student organizations. We want to raise money. We want to just have a good time, but we're having live music. We're going to have a couple bands, a local band from here and also one from Southern California come up and just play during the event. We have a lot of community partnerships coming through, different places that college-age people want to hang out at, and our alumni are involved as well. We sent out a huge email to our alumni list, which is in the thousands for here in the Las Vegas Valley, to just have them come out and support us, and just creating the new tone for what it means to have a philanthropy event, because everybody's money is just as good as the next person's, and we want to just bring as much awareness to the USO, our organization, but also the Department of Veteran Services here on campus as well.
That's right. So, what part of the event activity-wise are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward, we're having the Alpha Tau Omerica pageant. It's a talent show that each organization can send one person or a group to just kind of be as crazy and fun and fancy-free as they want, as long as it's military-themed, Americana-themed. We're really focusing on like the pin-up era of the 1940s, so we're encouraging folks to come out and just be as loud and proud for their country and their organizations as possible.
Absolutely. So again, tell us when and where this event's happening.
It's this Friday, the 28th, on the SRWC lawn. Registration starts at 12 p.m. and then the event will run from 1 to 5. So food trucks, Red Bull sponsoring, so they're going to come out with all of their free cans, and it's just live music, just a ton of fun. We're really looking forward to it.
It definitely sounds like it. All right, well, we're going to head to a short break right after this.
Collegiate DECA promotes personal and professional development through competitive events, community involvement, and leadership development.
I joined DECA because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So I got to meet people, network, and definitely work on my public speaking.
To join DECA, it's a very simple process. You have to pay a $25 membership fee. You can either come to our next meeting, our website, which is unlvdeca.co.vu.
We're open to all majors who are interested in business, finance, or hospitality-related fields.
Fremont Street, where Container Park opened on December 5th of 2013. In front, there's a 150 scale praying mantis that came straight from Burning Man. Merritt Pelkey tells us more.
She's a woman, as most important mantises are. She's 150th times normal scale. A gentleman named Kirk Jellum from Salt Lake City went to Burning Man. During that Burning Man, a praying mantis landed on his arm. He took that praying mantis home, measured it out with his engineering schools. He's an aerospace engineer. He built this mantis off of the scale of that mantis to be his Burning Man art car. And it now lives here at the Container Park in downtown Las Vegas.
And
yes. It shoots fire.
Getting away from the corporate feel of Fremont, Container Park has an area for both children and adults to play in. That includes a treehouse and a 33-foot slide. Mom and pop shops and businesses from hip apparel, restaurants, home decor, and emerging artists become neighbors within shipping containers.
Wanting to go to the bed, to the desert, I yearn for the
For kids during the day and a playground for adults at night. For Studio G, I'm Monica Cran.
Did you need to add a creative spark in your relationship? Well, UNLV has the perfect spot for a unique night out with your partner. The Barrack Museum held their date night event on Thursday where couples had the opportunity to bond through art. The purpose of this event was to help people create a connection with their significant other by observing a variety of artworks from colorful portraits to abstract sculptures.
No matter what art you portray, ours happens to be a manifestation, of emotion and everything else, and all art is that way. So it's the emotions, the bonds, the feelings that we share, not only for ourselves or what we feel about a place or an attachment, but also for each other. So all of these things are the emotions we share for other things. You know, and there's no more beautiful relationship than there happens to be between two people.
This mixture of art and romance is designed to bring couples closer together, not only in observing all the various artworks displayed at the museum, but also creating their very own piece of art.
Gallery a couple weeks ago, and I saw the flyer that date night was happening, and I thought it would just be like something different to do, like really fun. I like the gallery, so I just thought it would be cool to get involved. I especially think that it's cool that date night allows us to get involved and actually make our own piece of art, so I feel like I'm participating in the process.
The museum supplies participants with all sorts of different arts and crafts to take part in creating something new together. It's an experience that allows couples to share their creative minds. The Barrick Museum holds this event every third Thursday of every month. Each date night is different with a variety of projects and activities.
Finding food at an affordable price when you're in college is never easy, but one restaurant near campus has bridged one chef's childhood and the passion for flavor to create a place worth walking to and trying out. Reporter Nicole Reynolds has more to the story.
Looking for an affordable yet trendy place to grab a quick bite or fun drink? 28 Go, a hidden gem across the street from campus, is a perfect place to sit down and unwind. I had the chance to sit down with sous chef Rorschach Bustillos for more.
It all came from the head chef's life. All these animes have reflected on animes that he's watched as a child, so it's very nostalgic to him.
However, it's not just the atmosphere that sets this trendy little food stop apart.
If you play beer pong anywhere else, your balls go on the floor, they get dirty. Here we have our own sanitizing water where you process the balls through. They float in midair. It's pretty cool. The lights change. We could change the colors so it feels like it's an actual competitive sport.
In addition to offering UNLV students a place to unwind and relax, 28 Go has a wide range menu of Asian-infused foods.
The whole idea behind the food is his vision of creating different cultures, mixing different cultures to create some new dishes for the students to experience. It's a good mix that we like to keep whole from the traditional way of making things and making it our own and presenting it how we see best fit.
For Studio G, I'm Nicole Reynolds.
Thanks, Nicole. We look forward to seeing where your taste buds takes us next week.
Spring is ready to make its appearance, but are you? Reporter Tristan Balagstas took a trip downtown to get a sneak peek at some of the newest spring fashions. That's sure to help you.
Just around the corner, and what better way to be prepared than to take a look at the season's upcoming fashion trends. Fashion guru and owner of downtown's American Vagabond, Daniela Capitano, gives us a sneak peek at this spring's must-haves.
One of my favorite trends that's happening right now is all pink. I love it. Pink on pink on pink. And then mixing that with menswear. Oversized menswear for women is going to be huge. So crop tops and high-waisted skirts with patterns are going to be really popular. Pantsuit romper. I adore this. I think it's perfect for going out. You can throw like the pink blazer over it like we showed earlier to kind of tone it down a little. Wear it in the day, take the blazer off at night, and you have like the perfect going out outfit. So another one of my favorites is mixing patterns. So you have the checkered pattern here mixed with the floral. And
Fashion-forward Candace Clark is looking forward to the season's variety and making it a unique experience.
I'm excited about tailored florals. Just make like a blazer with like cool big patterns on it. That way you're not like just spring and flowy like normal, just switching it up. As well as like removing some of the layers from just, you can wear shorts but maybe like throw a sweater over it or a jacket or a blazer, and the cutouts and different cuts and colors for sure.
For Studio G, I'm Tristan Balagtas.
That's wonderful information on spring attire. I'll definitely keep a heads up on that.
That's all the news we have for you today. I'm Fabiola Marzano.
And I'm Elena Ledbetter. Tune in tomorrow for more Studio G. Have a great day, Las Vegas.
Yeah, I wasn't too